Hello, hello, hello. Don't want. Well, why can't you wait till you call out my name? Hello, everyone. Blessings. Welcome. Hello, hello. Make sure to share, follow, and like the live. Hello, Kenyatta. Blessings to you, love. Blessings to everybody. How's everybody holding up in this cruel world? This cold, cruel world. I'm going to say that again. This cold, cruel world. How's everybody holding up? Blessings to all of you and healing. Clarity as well. Without clarification, there is no understanding. Correct? I agree. Let's pull. We're going to pull the scriptures and what basically I'm being led for the most of you, for the most part. And pull the energy collectors as well. You meditated today. Good, native. Be well aware. It's good to meditate. Don't meditate too much though. Okay? You had a day. Trust me, everybody did. Including myself. We're going to get tested. Okay? We're going to get tested on emotions, our inner awareness, our strengths, our knowing. A lot of you are ahead of the game already. You already know what's up. You already know what's going on. Just prepare your houses. The home is key. I'm going to let you know something too. It's wherever you build a foundation, an umbrella, a tent, a camp, is how you make your home. It doesn't have to be under a house. It does not have to be under a roof. Times are changing. You guys know. Come on. You see it around you already. What are we going through, guys? Recession. Tell me I'm not right. We're going through a recession. Yes, we are. Big time. Companies, they feeling it. You know, markets, they're making us look like they're trying to calm us down. Publix, Wawa's, well, if there is a Wawa in your area, stack up on the stuff that you have. And I'm saying this for a reason. You think that bitcoins and coins and banks and paper money and dollars, that's going to be your exchange? No, it's not. Save your stuff. Save your material stuff. Save your chainsaw. Save your cutting grass machine. Take care of the stuff that you have. I kid you not. Whatever's in your home, anything that you bought is precious, especially if it's needed for outside, for the trees. You know what I mean? Get your weight up when it comes to your body, when it comes to your flesh, when it comes to your muscles. You're going to need it. And at the same time, I'm going to say this, guys. Antarctica. Antarctica. You know why nobody's there, right? Well, besides the aides, the trucks, right? The people that basically signed the waiver, knowing that they were going to get like 30K or 20K, a month for risking their lives, trying to travel, food, aid for the people that decided to live in Antarctica. I kid you not, guys. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. God knows exactly how he's preparing his people at the right time. All right? Save your stuff. Okay? Shirley, love, I'm going to tell you something. You're beautiful the way you are. Do not gain weight. Listen, guys, you got to mentally prepare your mind. I'm not saying this for no reason. Fast. These 40 days and 40 nights that God went through was for no reason. Or was it? It was for a reason. It was for a big reason. The reason why I say Antarctica is because, guys, your body, it needs to really get used to the temperature of the cold if you want to survive. I'm not saying this for no reason. I'm telling you right now. The reason why I say that exercising is key and to get your muscles up, strengthened. The grass outside, the skies we see, the rain, the sun that comes out in the morning time, nighttime. We don't even know whether it's going to be a morning or night anymore. Or is it? Thank you, Father. Yes, Billy. Thank you for the confirmation, love. You're awesome. People, you know what? People can slide. They can turn the TikTok page whatever they want. You know why? Because some of the people, not all of you, are in grave denial. Oh, everything's wonderful. Everything is fine. There ain't nothing going on. Everything is just normal. Guys, you're not getting prepared for no reason. A lot of you are ready. You really think Bitcoin's gonna last. Who's the owner anyways of Bitcoin? What? Listen, go on your tweets if you have to. Be careful, guys. That's all I gotta say. Let me tell you something. That's why it's called liability. That's why it's called insurance. That's why it's called protection. They don't open these applications for nothing. The banks are not there for nothing. Oh yeah, they're gonna invite you in. They're gonna welcome you. Listen, guys. You had your resume for how long on Indeed? You really think owners are not looking for people because they need people? You really think that you just receiving an email saying, "Hi, I see your application. Please apply," knowing that you already have a job, supposedly? Just saying. Y'all can scroll away all y'all want. Read Egypt. Read the time of Egypt. Asian history. Read Enoch. Yeah. Yeah, God's awesome. Anyway. You noticed that, right? Thank you, Kenyatta. You're awesome. All right, guys. Let's pull on the energy for most of you right now at this time. And obviously we're going to be led by the scriptures. All right? And do me a favor. Whatever God blessed you with, any talent that you have, don't doubt yourself, man. You already got it. It's already heightened. It's already there. It's already enlightened. Test it. Anything you had a passion for, you guys are going to be like, well, damn, I'm good at this. That's right. You are. You are. Listen, you guys are good cooks. You're going to be even better cooks. Try everything natural, though. Herbs. Try something different. Maybe it's time to try something different, don't you think? And watch your weight up. Watch your weight go up. Watch your profit rise. It's called patience, guys. Let God work with you. Don't doubt yourself. Don't be afraid. Nobody want to hear the truth, because everything that I'm talking about obviously is part of Revelations. Things are being revealed. So y'all want to swipe away. Y'all want to be in denial? Be in denial. Ah, pish posh. She don't know what she's talking about. Please. All right. We'll see. All right. Thank you, Kenyatta. At least you prepared to hear the truth. Anything that has to do with canned goods, okay? Stack up. Jack up. I wish we were like in Antarctica, like right now, yo, because that's like the only water that is like not polluted, not with chemicals. Ain't nobody want to touch that water. You know how freezing that is? That's gonna be the only water y'all gonna want. I'm being so real. All right. Decreases somewhat fundamentally. Distribution goods decrease. You guys are already seeing that. Decontaminations, not lakes now. Why? Because that's the next thing they touching. I'm trying to see if certain where people basically have a hold on these specific lakes. Yeah, they're trying to save it. Because why? You're gonna need water. You guys are gonna need water. Big time. Boil, guys. Boil if you have to. Put that in a plastic bottle and stack up. You know, it's gonna take time because of the simple fact that congregation's probably not trying to scare you guys. They're trying to put a hold on specifications. So it might take some time before the big boom and bang in regards to they can't hide it no more. Okay, so it's gonna take a few months before you actually guys see that effect. Right now it's the cause. But what's the solution and the cure, right? Since we know ahead of time, right? Since God's already notifying us ahead of time of the cause, right? What would be your indication of a solution on a just in case basis? Just because it's, for some reason, just because it's dwindling, right? And it might be taking forever, doesn't mean it's not gonna cause an impact. A lot of you are really just going to want to figure something out when it comes to protecting your foundation or the people that surround you that love you. Ain't nothing going to matter no more. Ain't nothing going to matter no more. Okay? Yeah, listen, guys. The lead, the brass, the silver, the rotting of all that. It's going to affect your skin. A lot of you might be allergic to that. Do me a favor. When it comes to fake jewelry, don't wear it. Don't do it. If your body cannot take the jewelry and you're seeing the allergic reactions, don't do it to yourself. A lot of people are suffering from that, and I can testify to that. Antibiotics being seeped down in your skin, and you're trying to understand what the hell happened because you never ever had your skin like that. Being real. You see the water when you taste it and you're taking a shower and you put it all in your face? You don't like it, right? The taste is weird, right? It's your body letting you know what the hell are you doing. What you doing? See, your body is your best friend. It ain't against you. It's with you. Because if you die, your body dies. All right. Let's see what else. The energies. Thank you for the likes, guys. You guys are awesome. Make sure to share, follow, and like, man. I'm going to download this video, post it on YouTube too. Okay, not too many people on TikTok. But they're about to be. Any types of talents, creativities that you guys have on the forefront, bring that out. Bring that out. Bring that out to light. Enlighten yourselves. Enhance yourselves. Ascend yourself. Practice. Be studious. Become a master at what you do. Who cares if somebody like it, if few people like it? It may be those few people that want to, team up with you and collaborate with you because they seeing the turnovers. They seeing that what they doing ain't working no more. It's not the same no more. Look at the music industry too as well. There ain't no type of exhilarating talent. Everybody's doing the same. They ain't no good music coming out no more. People like unique. They like different. They like unknown. I'm being serious. All of you are enhancing when it comes to your creativity. I already see it. Your DNA is just zooming. It's booming within you, especially if you're sleeping, guys. Whatever you're good at, work on it. Work on it. Oh, you're going to become your own master. You didn't even know you had it in you. A lot of you are to the brink of snapping. Snapping because things are changing. You see all these positive vibes and motivators on TikTok. They're not becoming that way for no reason. They're also enlightened too. Yeah, they may not have a spiritual intuition, but whatever comes in their head for the day of the day, it may not be for that day, but it could be saving you. It could be saving you for the week or the next week or the months to come. These positive motivators on live, they indicating all these things because they have the desire and the passion within them. It's in their DNA. Everybody's receiving gifts differently. Either the Most High gave them these gifts, or your ancestries that have passed on, that are still protecting you and watching you, they enhanced it through your DNA, through your bloodline. Either God gave it to you through your soul, along with your ancestries giving it to your DNA, or it's just through your freaking DNA. Period. Hey, Mimi. Thank you. Yeah, I decided to get this small little mic. I like it. It's cute. And then at the same time, you guys can hear me clearly too. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the energy I'm pulling up for the most of you. Okay? Don't be shocked if you have people, okay, asking you for support, for help. Don't be shocked. Because why? Whatever you've known and you've indicated, they're seeing it for themselves. You didn't have to explain yourself anymore. Period. Oh, Blue, it's just spiritual energetic pull on the energy and the awareness of what currently is going on. Okay, that everybody basically needs to be aware about and discern about on their end, especially what you're seeing in the world and what's happening, period. Nobody really likes to hear the truth. A lot of the people like to scroll up, But those obviously that have been loyal, they know exactly what's going on. That's why they don't mind coming into life, because it's all what we call realness and truth. I don't go on here for nothing. I wasn't asked for none of this. I wasn't asked. God, I didn't say, God, give me a gift. Where are you? No. He gave it to me, darn it. And I ain't boasting. I want to boast for him. I want to do for him. I want to do his bidding. Hearken and heed. I want to do his work. It ain't about me. I could go the next day. I can care less. But I'm caring because I'm obeying. And I'm being obedient. Because I'm afraid of that man. I don't know about you guys, but I am. He's in charge of everything he created. Who knows? Probably around already. Probably got his army over here already. With everything that's going on, you really think that God's going to be chilling on his throne? Sitting? He sat for too long, don't you think? He long loved suffered for too long, watching people got murdered, shot, killed, betrayed, deceived, lied, adultery. Let's talk about it. You guys know what I'm talking about? He's getting off that throne, trust me, soon enough. We just don't know. Not even the angels, but I'll tell you this much. Darn it, the angels are here already. Everything that we see and take place, once they hit ground, listen, this is unholy ground, guys. This is unholy ground. When they come, these shifts that are taking place ain't for nothing. These changes that are taking place, it has to happen. It ain't for nothing. They are not going to walk amongst these grounds that are unholy. I'm sorry. Things got to change. And if we ain't doing it, they don't need our permission. You funny. They coming. Thank you. Yes, most of them are freaking here. It's obvious. Trust me. You know, we already having, sleepless nights, guys. You can't tell me no. We already having sleepless nights. We can't sleep. Don't you understand how illuminating these angels' energies are? They don't sleep. They don't know what sleep is. What happened to that verse? Was Jesus talking to himself, or he was looking up in the sky saying, Father, why have you forsaken me? And before he came to speak up to the sky, didn't he tell his apostles, I'll be back? I'm going to go speak to my Father. Didn't he tell them to stay up? Didn't he tell them to stay awake? When he came back from speaking, what did the apostles did? Because he didn't understand. He should have been the one sleeping. He didn't know that he came from the soul, from the spirit. They were in the flesh. And the temple needs to what? Rest, right? But guess what? Our souls are in us. They in us. And when they hit ground, we feeling that. We are going to feel that until we're really freaking tired and our bodies just can't take it no more. We're taking all their aura, all their energy in, because they're helping us, because they know what time it is. They've been knew what time it is. Anything that's hidden shall be revealed. Anything that's hidden shall be exposed. Anything that's hidden shall be shown before it even comes out in the news. Why? Because he's a promise for his people that he created. You really think you're going to come and knock us out? You really think God wasn't prepared already? You think he didn't already have those tools in specific people for a reason? See, the war that we believe that we're going to have with these whole guns and, army with the trucks and stuff, let them grounds go up. Let that soil start turning. Let them trees start moving. Let that sky start shifting. Let that moon start swerving and moving. And the stars. You think that can't be touched? That God didn't create that? He don't even need to snap his fingers to make them things move. deeper than the ocean than us. We don't even know half of the creatures and the creepers that he created. And it's been centuries. It's been ages. We don't even know half of them creepers down there, man. Only what's been exposed. When it was time to expose it. But not even a third of the creatures down there, we even know what's up. Yeah, them divers went as low as they can. Yeah, they showed it, on TV. But go even deeper. Really, really dark, hidden deepness of the ocean. Then we talking. Just saying. God knows. Oh, he knows. And all his warriors and his armies, all they doing is basically chilling. They just prepared. You said fairies, Angel? Who said nothing's impossible when it comes to God and his creations? Who said that he was going to end creating souls? All he said was that he rested on the seventh day. He never said he was ending creating. Listen. Guys, come on. Think about it. Firmament. Genesis. That is the most important scriptures ever of your life. In order for you to freaking understand what's utilizing and what's going on and what's connected to begin with. It's in parables. Yes, it's not meant for everybody. That's why it's called a key. If you want that key to open within your eyes, behold, you ask God. He'll give you authority. Period. It just depends on how you utilize in the scriptures. Yeah, I get it. It's about logic. But things that are unclassified, that information is further than the scriptures itself. And only the Holy Ghost can provide that to you. Not the Vatican, not what was hidden, not the past, not historical, not ancient times, nothing. The Holy Ghost can only give you that information. Faith. Yes, we must have faith. Not just faith. Faith. We have to understand it. And we have to know the truth. We have to know who we are first before we help anybody else. The truth with us shall be revealed before we end up judging anyone or helping anybody, period. We are the window to the truth. In order to receive that correctly, you have to be honest with yourself and honest with your Father. Yeah, he's giving us the brain. The only difference is interacting with it, opening it up. Most of us only use half of our brains. We're not using every part of our brains, or every part of our heart, or every part of our soul. We believe we are, but are we really? Because if so, we wouldn't be asking other people for advice, knowing that God has that answer already for us. Forget the coin, man. Guys, forget the coin. Forget paper. Forget all that. What's that movie? I forgot that movie. What's that movie with that guy that he made friends with a football? What's that movie?
You mean Castaway?
Castaway. Yeah, guys, listen to was it the first? Yeah, my first video about Castaway. Yeah, watch that movie. Look how strong he became because all he had was what was right in front of him. He couldn't fly. He couldn't get a fork. He couldn't get a spoon. A lot of people that obviously are in the country, those what do you call them, people in the suburbs and already in the wilderness, they are so smart. Those are the people you need to get to know.
Indigenous people.
Indigenous people. That's the people you need to get to know. Because guess what? They know they stuff, man. They'll teach you a little something. A little few things that maybe you guys don't know. Let me tell you something. The USA, and I don't care to say it, they made it so easy for us. They made everything so easy for us. And they knew exactly what they were doing. They didn't want you to know that you already had the tools and the power to create your own homes, to build your own army, to build your own warriors. You guys have the tools, survival. They made it easy for you. All right. Thank you, James. I need to know a way to connect this right here. All right, so guys, if you have any questions, you want to know more, put your questions down below. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Those other people last of those other people. Yeah, no. That's not even a way to go about it. Because let me tell you something. You know, when they speak about exchanges, if you know about your history, when it comes to exchanges, that's going to end up happening anyways. They're not going to have no choice. They shouldn't be making fun of people like that. They're going to need to understand that, guess what? We got children, man. They're going to see them crying and suffering. They're going to see them, okay, dirty and suffering and crying and in hunger. Then what? You really think that indigenous people don't have compassion? Yes, they do. They're going to understand that there's still people out there with a good heart. They just laughing right now. They laughing right now. Why? Because they believe that a lot of people are stubborn and naive to know the truth of what truly is the truth. So that's why they could be upset that they laughing. You know, when you really mad because ain't nobody hearing you, they laughing. They pissed. Because you guys should have been taught from day one about everything that's natural. How to get your own fruit. How to garden. How to create your own things through your hands. How to thread. How to build. Most of you guys in the USA, you ain't had no choice, especially the construction workers. You guys are good with your hands. So listen, females, if you have a man that is a jack of all trades and is good with their hands, you better keep that freaking man, because you gonna need him. Us females gotta stop with the pride and the ego about, I don't need no man. I'm good where I'm at. I'm making my money. I don't need no man at all. Look at me. Well, guess what? We're going to say, look at me, when there ain't no more corporate and corporations and buildings no more. When things have been depleted and we're going through a freaking famine and plague, you're going to be by yourself saying, oh my gosh, I need a man. Why did I do that? Why did I play my man? I'm not laughing. I'm serious. It's about protection. It's about defending yourself. It's about being prepared. You guys are seeing it little by little. You see how patient God has been? Now do you understand why it's important to have discipline when it comes to patience and being humble? Because you receive the respect of people. You have no dirty face. And because you took accountability for your actions, because people know that you're not perfect, man. We're going to fall. We ain't no good. I can testify that myself. I ain't no good. But I know I'm being utilized and used for a reason. God did not say he was going to pick somebody so perfect and holy to be an apostle and preach. God picked sinners. We all are. But we bow down to that man upstairs every day. I hope so. And we repent, even if it's in silence, because he sees us, he hears us, and he knows our intentions. Trust me, I ain't perfect. I faltered. My family can testify to that. But I'm trying to make it better as much as possible as I can so that I can receive the honor of my mother and father again. Because that's not given, that is earned. Hello, Chris. I don't ask for much, but I know God's people are very supportive, very loving, very understanding. They never ask for a dime back. They supported so much on my behalf. I can testify to that. Strangers, and they didn't have to. They didn't have to support. They didn't have to give. They didn't have to give out their pockets. But because they seen the potential in someone, and because they've known the truth from the get-go, and because they see the courage and the bravery of somebody coming on, not having any sense of fear, because they know that God has them, that's a lot. That's more than anything itself. And God does. He helps you. He makes sure that you get up. He makes sure that you're okay. He never said don't cry. He never said don't weep. But do not fret. The strength is within all of you. And because of your level of confidence and you knowing who you are as a person, I bet you this much that if you with a real man, he ain't letting you go. It takes a lot to find a woman that stands on their truth and has confidence, but yet has nothing and everything from within. It's rare for a man to find a woman like that. There's a family and they take care of what they need to take care of. I need to get back on my grind when it comes to my children. I can tell you that much. Literally. And I ain't ashamed to say it. But God knows that if I can't, he knows the reason as to why I can't. But that doesn't mean that I won't. Because I know I promised my children everything, and that's what they're going to receive before I freaking lose breath or pass on. I'm going to make sure that they secure. And that's a promise. Thank you, Kenyatta. You're awesome. Love you too, girl. But yeah, that's the energy, big time, that I wanted to talk about completely here. Hopefully a lot of you are understanding exactly what I'm talking about. And look up the definition, please, to play and rebelliousness. Or you might see people rebelling, man. You might see anger. It has nothing to do with you guys. Do not ever, unless you know for a fact that you did something wrong, take somebody's anger seriously. Things are not the same. Things are decreasing, not increasing. They're depleting. They're not used to seeing these things the way that they are changing so fast, so quickly. Yet everything is looking so fine and it's not. So forgive the people that are upset, man, that are angry. Forgive them. It is not towards you. They didn't really want to understand that when we said that nothing is promised, it didn't just mean on a financial level. It didn't just mean on a corporate lateral level. It's everywhere. The only trust and promise is yourself and the people that you have around you. Your support, your family. What happens when there's nothing now? Then what? What happens when everything is gone? Then what? Do you believe you deserve to be alone in the shadows by yourself? Or wouldn't you want to be with a village, the people that basically vibe the same as you? Your groups, pay attention to your groups, your families, your friends, people that basically have connected with you. So what if they distant? Who said they not coming through? Who said things cannot shift and change in this world? From the snap of a finger, who said that a state that's connected already within this world or country cannot shift? Who said that? You really think that a state that's probably connected to another state, and like let's say it takes 20 minutes to get there, 30 minutes to get there, 3 hours to get there, who said that that can't shift? You really think God can't? If God can move mountains, what makes you think God can't move a state? What makes you think God can't split a state? Next thing you know, Cuba's near us. Really, really close. Hawaii's near us. Maybe New York will end up being near Florida. I'm so serious. I kid you not. Who said California won't ever be near Florida? See, I'm gonna say it again. God did not say that he was ending souls or creating his goal, his plan to come through. He said he was resting. That's it. He needed to rest. He never said he was ending anything until he says he's going to end it. And we don't even know that. Not even the creepers down below us, beneath us, above us, the angels, nothing. Nothing. But you're seeing the signs. He's giving you warnings. At least he's being that nice. He is merciful, you know. Well, he's humorous too. Yes, thank you, James. I like you guys when you collaborate with me, you guys communicate with me. That's awesome. Yes, he has. Listen, he's a very humorous God. Why you think all of us are generating at a high vibrational level? You know what's funny? I didn't even go on live, and what I was being led to in the scriptures, and I can testify to this, guys. Even my family can tell you I was never really into the scriptures, and that's a fact because I will not be a hypocrite. But I seen Egypt, and then guess what? I go on live, and a few people already here talking about Egypt, and I'm like, huh? People already talking about the rebellion and the borders and plague and famine. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no, we're all connected some way, somehow. We are all connected some way, somehow. Something has got to be going on. Thank you, Billy. It rains in California. Yeah, I know. See, but that's the thing, Kenyatta. We can't really be reassured unless we actually sure for a fact and we confirm that with God. Are we really truly part of the 144,000, Father? What are we then if we not? What's going to happen? Because I want to know. Shoot, I want to know if I'm still breathing. I know all of you do too, man. What are we if we're not the 144,000? Because I surely don't want to be beneath that. So what do I got to do? Because I'm on it. I'm not trying to, God give me that rope and then he want to cut it off and then all of a sudden I'm here crying wolf. No, I don't think so. I better be part of them floodgates. I better be part of that gate when it starts opening. I want to be jumping on them horses. Trust me. Yet those horses really indicate symbolisms. But, you guys know what I mean. Oh, man. So, guys, just understand that family, I don't care who you believe or what you believe indicatively as to what is family to you. And don't be rude or obnoxious when people come back in your life, man. God hid you from yourself and from this world. Enough for him now to reveal you of who you are, who all of you are meant to be, without no sense of judgment unless he wants to judge you. Ain't nobody should give you the given right to judge you. Everyone is the same, and everyone has the same intentions at the end of the day. Don't you think that we already seen enough killing? And everybody really trying to strive and survive without strife? Why are we worried about the things that we're not even going to be worried about anymore coming soon? These things should not matter to you anymore. Enjoy your life. Give the best to your children. Knowingly, if you knew that you can't provide for them and give for them, well, darn it, give it to the people that you know that can, that you trust and confide in. Because I tell you this much. If you were meant to do something for God, what makes you think he's not going to make sure that your children is good? If he gave you this promise when you were young, leave me to your children. Because what I have for you, no one can come. I promise you I will tend to your children, care for your children. What if God showed you that you were going to suffer when you were young? What if he gave you that vision and image and he told you silence? He says, silence, child. Take my hand and follow me. Even if people judge you or hypocrite you, or put you down, or misjudge you. I know a lot of you had them confused, but now they see. It's all about fate. Who cares if they don't respect you now? As long as God loved you and respect you and you respect him, that's all that mattered. You were even confused yourself. But now you see, you ain't blind, you know what's up. But because now you have the authority to speak for God, because you are afraid of him, you have fear, in which you should not fear unless you actually are doing something. Knowing that he sees you, then that's different. So learn how to discipline your habitual patterns. But I believe that he's going to relinquish that, especially if you have something fated. Because in order to enter, you have to be completely purified within yourself. For the most of you, if you believe that God cannot cleanse you from being uncleansed, you're sadly mistaken. He'll make sure he works on you at night so that you not thirst and hunger that no more because of your oppressions and your suppressions. He will relinquish you from that in a heartbeat. Especially if he already relinquished the old you and provided you with a new resurrected soul. Yes, he has the capability and the strength and the might to do that. With him, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. He even has the strength to smite out the devil. But he's not wasting time on that, because there's still people here that still have a bad apple, don't know how to switch. Look at the giants back in the days. Somebody always wanted to take over, some sort of empowerment and fulfillment. Look at the apostles. They never executed God's deed and bidding. Why? Because they allowed their pride and their ego to get the best of them, knowing that the one above them has been watching all this time. You really think he wasn't going to lessen them or give them a lesson or punish them because they changed, because they didn't execute ever God's plan? You really think that God's plan was going to end? I think not. I believe he's reviving too as well when we call the apostles now. When God said, take my hand, he already told the apostles, the contract is not over with, even when you go. When God was resurrected, did not one of the apostles was like, oh my gosh, I can see you now. Oh my gosh, I can see you now. Oh really? Now all of a sudden you want to see me. I'd rather have somebody believe by faith instead of by sight. You are no good to me, but I'll tell you this much. You're going to complete my contract, whether you like it or not. Whether you're at rest or in peace. Now that you see, right? So you really think that the apostles are not already revived in here and standing on ground? Yes, they are. Why? Just because they left their family doesn't mean that the blood wasn't still flowing. The inheritance wasn't still flowing. They got to carry on. God is a promise, you know. All of our bloodlines, our lineage, our inheritances, our genetics, that started growing and growing and growing. Period. Orion, I have no name. I ask that to God all the time. He always tells me, isn't what you see enough? I am who I am. So I have no name. Allow my people to discern for me. Obviously, he created all of you to have a discerning mind, to make decisions of your own. You are no longer sheeps. Most of you are already shepherds. Yet, but because of the stubbornness and naiveness, God's going to make sure he relinquishes that from all of you. He is not playing. He is not a game. And he is no joke. God works with his people little by little. He creates eternal life. He is a promise. And you will see that each and every day as it goes by. The more you lie to yourself, the more you're lying to your own father. The more you're disrespecting your family, the more you're dishonoring your mother and father. You do not have to request for respect and the love of your family, your lineage, your dominion. You don't need to explain much. You don't have to like them, nor do you have to like me. But you shall respect them and the family that they've carried, the strength that they needed in order to survive and accomplish their tasks and their positioning. As a human being, we shall still respect them because they're still in the flesh. But if you want to walk amongst the gods, then you have to know how to survive and live like a god. There is a God in us. We understand that there's flesh. We understand we have to respect humanity. But if you want to live like a God, you need to survive like one. You need to understand it. You need to think of like-minded like one. And you need to be connected towards others. But what does that make you if you're connected to another goddess? It makes you nothing. What truly makes you smart and a goddess better unto yourself, relinquishing your ego and your pride, is sitting with those people that need help. They've been screaming for help, and yet no one listens. That's been in pain, and no one listens. People have spoken, they have screamed on live. They have stated positive affirmations and confirmations, and yet nothing. Nothing of the sort is being done, correct? No cure, no solution. Even when it comes to healing and understanding what is going on. Instead of forward movement, we have backwards and self-doubt, self-ridicule. What is that implementing? What is that embedding for your Father from above, that He sees beneath all of you? Even if He's nearby you, He still sees the suckle of your breaths. Thank you, Father. Humble yourselves. It's going to be needed. Love yourself. Forgive other people. Don't judge them. Don't see them beneath you. Because if you do that, then one day you'll see your Father up above beneath you. And you'll try to overtake His dominion. And He's not having that, because He's your Creator. Period. This accent, love, is what's been trying to come out for quite some time. It's called the inner child. The fury, the fire, the passion, the creation, the years that God has taken to create His child. With all the pain and suffering that all of you, not just me, have received. Don't you believe that it's time already for a lot of you to basically rise up above you, to know where you stand and what's more important than just some piece of paper that's about to wither away when it comes to these institutions and corporations and corporate factors? Do you really believe that doctors don't need doctors? Lawyers don't need lawyers. Nurses don't need nurses. But who needs God? No one. You believe that, do you? Where is He? I don't need Him. He's never helped me. He's killed my family. There is no God. Really? Why are you breathing each and every day? Did anybody come with a conclusion about how the soul gets risen out of the body and how the body gets entered into the flesh? Oh, it's just science. Mere science when it comes to the blood. Why? Because it's there. Why? Because you can touch it. Why? Because it's been created. What about your souls? What happens to the soul? Nobody wants to talk about that. Not even science can figure it out. Because you are not in control of the soul. We all need God. God does not need us. Not one bit. Us. Not one bit. But He does love us. And He hears us every day and night. Every second. Every minute. Every time you breathe life. And every time you let go of life and night. He believes in all of you. He knows most of you have a third of a seed of faith. Some of you have full-fledged faith. Yet, what do you do about it? And why are you guys so afraid to come out and to thrive in your own inner being, your own light? Why the fear? It's easier to die than it is to survive. Don't you understand that? Live for each other. Have a purpose. Thrive for one another. Have a reason. Keep your memories, because that's all you will have. And if nature is what God created, then why the materials? If everything has been produced in front of us, why the materials? Why the buildings? Why was that created? Why was that even needed? All it did was cause pain and suffering for the most of you. Sweat, tears, bloodshed. Everything was natural, created naturally. And because of this societal means and the fact that they wanted everything to be so easy for us, knowing that the tools was already created within all of us, embedded within all of us, everything natural and genuine, we caused more harm than good. And then you wonder why he cries. The love, the genuine love, the way you guys used to laugh, the happiness of tears, the coming together, the giving, the receiving, all that stopped, literally stopped. Now we walk with mask after mask after mask, covering who we are, needing to protect our hearts because of the danger that one might implement on you, or because of a trauma and trigger and trials that were not even supposed to happen happened. Because we allow certain people in our lives to basically get the best of us, hinder us, recreate who we are and who God created us to be to begin with. And that was just all love. And now for some reason the devil thought that he was going to get the betterment of his people that he created. He's sadly mistaken. God's going to make sure that all of you are recreated again, and you're going to have the strength and the ability to show love. Love genuinely, receive purely, understand genuinely, collaborate with one another, unite, and build your own village as it should have been. God's going to destroy things that he has not created himself. Even idols. So be prepared and know this is not a threat. God is a promise, as he's been a promise since day one. Open up your eyes. And so what if it takes forever? So what if you have to learn how to do things with your hands? So what if you take some sort of collective artistry or something new or talent? Darn it, do it. It's for a reason. You're going to need it. These bikes, these cars, these buildings, anything that God did not create, it's going down. God's going to start all over again. He's going to make sure that you guys are alive to see it. Most of you, for the most part. Blessings. Follow if you haven't followed. And if you did, I'll follow back. But pay attention. Because gracefully and genuinely, God is working for me, with me, through me, all around me. All in His time. His authority, not mine. I can care less of me. When He's done with me, I'll receive. And I will claim. And I will be obedient and I will obey. I am one scared person of Him. He's not playing. He is a thunder. And when He says something, you better listen. A lot of you guys already hearing little voices in your heads. Listen to the instinct and the intuition that's embedded within you primarily. And trust it. It's your guide. Your guide. I'm not saying that you guys cannot receive blessings. I'm not saying that you guys cannot receive or that you don't deserve a new car and all this and stuff and all that good stuff that makes you happy. Go ahead. When that man says it's time, it's time. And it will be. Blessings, guys. Take care. And please discern wisely. And listen to the scriptures and the parables that it's implementing to you. And stop being so afraid of reading Revelations, darn it. There's answers there that you need. And read Genesis over and over again until you freaking get it of who ancestor, what ancestry you're supposed to be with, or who you're connected with. It's important. And then you'll understand why people got specific diseases to begin with. If He's a promise, then He keeps His promise. Since day one. Since the very beginning. Even if your ancestors are resting, don't think for the beginning. Even if your ancestors are resting, don't think for a second that you will not take on their punishment, their judgment. So be careful what you do. Because you're doing something bad or you believe that you deserve something that you know you did not deserve, reap it. Go ahead, reap what you sow. But the one who's going to be suffering is the next generation that you bring in. I kid you not. God's a promise. So if you don't want to see the people that you love, the next generation that you bring in, your family, your lineage, then stop doing things that you know is not right to do and do the right thing already. So what if you have nothing? You have everything. So what if you have no money? Make the best of it. Because God's watching. And you never know. You might get a ticket. And that ticket, because of you doing some sort of justice, recognition, or something that you did. And you did it so genuinely. The left hand not knowing what the right hand is doing. You did not boast on it. What makes you think in God's given time He will not bless you? So stop hammering or putting an axe or an X on your family's front door, thinking that you can get away with some sort of punishment and it will not travel toward your other generation, your family line. Everything that you do, everyone receives some sort of hacks or curse because you are benefiting from something that is not good for you, or that you're doing something wrong and you're reaping benefits without helping your family. If you're suffering, darn it, your family is suffering. If you're doing something wrong, your family will be dishonored. Don't you know how it works? Just because you're in another country and your family's in another country, just because you're in another state and your family's in another state, What happens when a mother allows a child to let go of themselves and they're looking all beautiful and awesome looking? Do you not see the dishonor there? The disrespect? The spit in your family's face as if they're nothing? Yes, even your children's aunts, uncles, cousins. So what if you're not married with them? You have a child. It crosses blood. If you want people to respect you, take care of what you need to take care of on your end. And be honest with yourselves enough for them not to even spit at your faces and degrade you. And if you're going to hide these things, yes, go ahead. Hide them from your family, but you cannot hide them from God. He checks off everything. And He makes sure that they receive the punishment that they deserve to receive, whether you're alive or not. Blessings, guys. Take care. Read the Word. And learn how to do things out of your comfort zone. You might like it. You're seeing the changes already. So discern. And be by people who are motivational. But also help those who need your hand and advice. You knock, the door shall be open. Not everything has to be with violence and war and famish or famine. If you guys know how to already receive honey and suckle and milk, share it amongst others then. I believe God will be more happy with you than anything else. Take care. Blessings.